I got one more story to tell, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Um, I lived at Laura's house. Laura, when I left, wanted to have a kid. And I thought, we don't get along. So she's kind of a control freak. Had some problems with her. And I decided that I couldn't live this way. So I left. Went back to truck driving. Anyway, she had 3 cars. Tim was around. He was a little upset they were separating, but he wasn't really in bad shape. He ended up marrying an older lady, Marie, and she kept him in line. Tim liked to drink. So, anyway, they had the Pontiac. They had the Eagle Vision. They had the Ford Mustang. And it was a real nice car. So, the neighbor was working on a friend's car. I fixed the water pump for him. The guy didn't pay me. I said, okay, whatever. I said, don't ever ask me to do anything again. Now, I worked with him over there at one of the big stores, and he was talking now. He was giving me a hard time when I was working for him. He said, I got a car that's broken down. He said he needed a thermostat put in it. So I put in the thermostat. I fixed the wiring and I turned around and I got it running and everything. And I wanted about $350. He said, I'm not going to pay you. I said, you're not, are you? I said, don't ever talk to me again. I walked away. His wife was just over there staring at him. I think she was kind of pissed off. Well, he didn't give me any money, and I quit my business. I was going to be a mechanic. So I was a Chrysler certified car mechanic. I didn't know what I was going to do for a living or anything else. Laura was kind of hard to live with. I mean, I was telling her stories about shit that happened. She did not believe me. That didn't happen. You're making this up. Walks away. I cry myself to sleep. Candy was a total bitch. She was hard to live with. She was mean. And she became a drug addict. So I lost that marriage. Ended up in a relationship. I go out and play pool a lot. So I spend a lot of time at the pool hall. Then I started crying one night. Robin came up and started talking to me. And she goes, you're not handling things the way a normal man would. I said, I know. I never told her my story. She knew. So we started talking and everything. I told her what had happened. And one of my friends offered me a place to stay. I said, no, I'm going to stay here until I go. Then David offered me a place to stay with him and his dad. And David was actually hitting on me. He took a picture of his little toy. He showed it, put it on my cell phone. I was over there. I had the truck that was being fixed on the side of the road. And the guy came by and he goes, are you gay? I said, no. So why is that picture on your phone? I said, I didn't know it was there. It's kind of funny. So anyway, he fixed the car and he leaves. I was telling him my jokes, so he was laughing pretty good. I wrote a bunch of stories that I was going to publish and I never did. So I ended up leaving Monterey. But while I was there, we had the 3 cars that were broken down. And I was going to fix them. Now, the sheriff comes by. You can't work on cars in Oak Hills. Monday morning, I'm going to come by and I'm going to tow these cars. And the guy was an old man that walked by and he goes, "You're not supposed to work on cars over here." And I told him, I said, "Fuck off." And he ends up calling the police. Police come by and he wants to go ahead and tow the cars if they're not running. So I fixed the Eagle Wings in 9 hours on Friday. I didn't go to work. I called in sick. Fixed the Eagle Vision. I fixed the Pontiac Saturday. It took me 13 hours. Laura had bought the Lincoln Navigator. Mason always said, "It's not a Navigator. It's very few of them. It's got to be something else." So I bring it over there and I said, "It really is a Navigator." I said, "Yeah, I think I'm smart enough to know what cars that I'm driving when I turn around looking at the plate number." Then I call him an asshole. But he was a jerk to me. He thought he knew everything. I told him about how to make a stereo work out of your car through the speakers and be able to talk on a cell phone. "Oh no, we'll never be able to do that. We'll never, ever have that technology," said Mason or Nathan. "All it needs is a app to run through, and I don't know how to do that. I went to school to learn how to do it. Now I was taught computer electronics. Didn't teach me a thing about what I wanted to know. I didn't say anything about it to anybody because I didn't want the idea to go out. Right now, then nobody was thinking about that. Now every car has it. So, anyway, all this is going on. I fixed the Pontiac in 13 hours. Now they're going to fix the Ford. Laura said, "No, just leave it there." And the cop comes up Monday morning, about 10, 11. Says, "Well, aren't any of these cars running?" He said, "They're all running with the Ford." Says, "What?" I said, "They're all running but the Ford." So anyway, he goes, "Start them for me." So I started the first one, fired it up. Ran just fine. Started the second one, fired it up. Ran just fine. And I think I fixed the Ford too. Because I remember it started also. The Ford ran, it just didn't run all that good. So all they had to do was run. That was the deal. So the guy goes, "You fix these cars on the weekend." He goes, "How long did it take you?" 9 hours on the Vision, 13 on the Pontiac. I told him I had the bracket turned around. I got confused on it. So when I left, Laura gave me the Pontiac. So I drove the Pontiac for a few years. Bought the other car I had. The Jeep. Traded the Pontiac in for the Jeep and paid a few thousand for it and bought it. And then, no, I bought the Subaru and then I bought the Jeep and I gave Diana the Mazda. But anyway, Oak Hills was fun. We had a power outage on an electrical store one night. The car hit the telephone pole. And I started walking the streets. It felt weird out there. It felt really, really strange. And the guys came up, going on about the shit. I hid in the bushes around the corner. waiting for her to leave, waiting for her to go all the way down the street. Then I went by and I ducked in by this guy's cars in this driveway. And another car came by, around the corner. They were looking for me. They couldn't find me. Finally got home, going inside, locked the door. Told Laura what had happened. She goes, "You're lucky. You're looking for somebody." I said, "Yeah, I know. But I wasn't the one they're looking for." She said, "They don't know that." I had a truck, and I parked the truck down over there at the turnout. And I asked the sheriff if I could do that. And he said, "Yeah, park over here. We'll watch it for you." Okay. So that's what I did with my loads. I parked over there, and then I ran off. I missed the hell out of Laura. I mean, Laura was a great person, but she was just too much like her damn dad. And I got stories about that too. I had to go in the house and get the keys because the Starks would not. Bob Stark would not go into that house, and she had all her information on her inheritance from her dad. So I got it from her. Or I went down there. Then I left and we showed up after that. That was all before my government status, but it was just nobody back then. But it just, all this has taken place. I mean, my life could have gone in so many different directions. From England and being a rock star, singing and everything else. Oh, I was going to look up Misfits and I'm going to do that right now. But anyway, it's just one of those things that life happens and things happen. Some things are supposed to happen, some things are not. The world compensates on stuff and everything. So I'm listening at rock band Stephen Pruitt, The Misfits and Me, The Untold Truth of Misfits Strange. Holy crap. That does look like me. That black hair. Kind of singer. Who is she? What are the mysteries? That's a different Stephen Pruitt. Okay, it wasn't me. Didn't show up anything. So anyway, it's interesting how things happen in your life and how you end up and all that other stuff. The reason why I'm saying this, I feel better when I talk about things. I don't talk about things I hold. No. Not when I get upset, then I take action. But, I don't know. I'm going to pull, and I have to buy a house. We're probably going to move from here. Well, at least buy a nice car. I don't know what I want yet. I don't want a Ferrari or anything like that. I don't think I want another Jeep. But I do think I want a Mazda. Or a Jeep sedan. Something smaller. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It hasn't laid out yet. But I ain't gonna find out what's in my name. Take charge of my trust. And pull about $1,200 a week. But anyway, peace out and laters.